of roomy, efficient crossovers, is there still a place for a big, thirsty, expensive SUV like the Toyota Land Cruiser? Perhaps. Let's start inside the Land Cruiser's 8-passenger cabin. The front seats are perfectly comfy, while the second-row seats offer abundant passenger space, feature a flat floor, and recline to comfortable, perhaps unsafe, angles. Move to the third row, and if you're an adult, you'll probably feel a bit cramped. Kick out the people, drop the second row, and awkwardly flip up the third row seats, and you're left with 81.7 cubic feet of cargo space to play with. I mean, the Honda Odyssey does nearly double that figure, but what's a little cargo space when your image is on the line? Space aside, the Land Cruiser is totally luxurious, with pleasing fit and finish, supremely comfortable seats, and loads of user-friendly features. If we're nitpicking, the fake wood trim looks, well, fake, and even with the glass closed, the sunroof lets in a lot of noise, unless you also close the sunshade. As mentioned, the Land Cruiser is big. It's also heavy, weighing in at more than 5,700 pounds. In spite of that chunky impediment, this big SUV is shockingly quick. Mash the rightmost pedal, and you awaken an eager 5.7-liter V8 paired with a smooth 6-speed automatic transmission. When not lighting up the tires outside your daughter's elementary school, all that power can be used to tow up to 8,500 pounds. Of course, cramming a robust V8 inside a heavy body-on-frame SUV results in less than stellar fuel economy. Beyond the sheer amount of power available, there's also a lot to be said about how the Land Cruiser puts that power to the ground. Along with a standard full-time four-wheel drive system, the big Toyota includes a Torsen limited-slip locking center differential, a low-range transfer case, skid plates in key locations, 8.9 inches of ground clearance, hill start assist, hill descent control, and something called Kinetic Dynamic Suspension System, or KDSS, which hydraulically adjusts the front and rear stabilizer bar resistance, helping keep the tires on the ground during gnarly off-roading. And that's not all. There's a multi-terrain select system that alters ABS intervention to allow the right amount of wheel slippage for a variety of surfaces. There's crawl control, a system that, while in low range when moving forward or reverse, automatically manages vehicle speed, thereby freeing the driver to focus on where exactly they'd like to crawl. And finally, there's off-road turn assist, which breaks the inside rear wheel to help the vehicle turn more tightly in narrow confines. Bottom line, the Toyota Land Cruiser is a serious off-roader, at least where it can fit. Apply the Land Cruiser's traits to paved roads, and, against the odds, good things happen. The steering may be heavy, and the suspension can feel a little bouncy at times, but overall the ride is plush and delightful. Assuming you're not some freak who likes to push their SUV to the limits, the Land Cruiser also corners just fine, for what it is. As a bonus, huge side windows give the driver an open view of the world outside, making it easier to maneuver through traffic or parking lots. Easier than driving a Land Cruiser is choosing how it should be equipped. There's a single, roughly $81,000 trim, and it comes loaded with front and rear parking sensors, 4-zone climate control, adaptive cruise control, a center console cooler box, a heated steering wheel, heated and ventilated front seats, and a pleasantly intuitive Entune infotainment system featuring a 14-speaker audio system, navigation, and an 8-inch touchscreen. It's a lot of gear in a very capable and pleasant SUV, but for similar money you could buy a well-equipped Mercedes-Benz GL 450 or an Infiniti QX80. In fact, a base Range Rover only costs a few $1,000s more than the Land Cruiser. Admit it, let's take the Range Rover sounds way cooler than let's take the Toyota. Going one step further, if you don't need the Land Cruiser's off-road abilities, the Honda Pilot or Chevy Traverse each carry 8 people for less than half the price. Or if you want to keep it in the family, how about the Toyota Sequoia? It goes off-road, seats 8, sports a 381 horsepower V8, tows a solid 7,400 pounds, and costs a comparatively cheap $45,000. Think of all the stupid indulgences you could buy with a spare $35,000. Drive the Toyota Land Cruiser, especially off-road, and there's a lot to like. It's a capable and accommodating SUV, but it is not a value. Provided you're wealthy enough that value doesn't matter, the Land Cruiser should make you very happy.